Hello, grade nines. Welcome to June. Really excited that it's June, but it's also hard to believe that it's been 2 months that we've been doing online learning and 2.5 months since we've seen you. Just know that we still miss you lots and hope things are still well. So, what does June look like? Well, let's have a quick look at it. So, we'll go to our classwork and you'll see the work here for June. And it looks like there's 3 lessons as normal. But just like last week, where there were actually only 2 lessons, there's only actually 2 lessons this week. And we're wrapping up Unit 5. So let's look at it on the calendar. So the first thing here is again another day star where it's just an activity. You're not going to be handing anything in. I just want you to watch some videos. It's actually a Kyle Pierce activity and another Kyle Pierce activity. We're going to be watching videos, trying some little experiments, watching videos, reading or learning a little bit about stacking paper. The reason I want you to go through that activity is it sets you up nicely for day 10 and 11 and the end of Unit 5. Okay, so you're going to just do this, try it. It's about 15, 20 minutes, and then you're done. Okay, so there's instructions video on that day to watch. Okay, but nothing to hand in. What you will have, though, is work to do on day 10 and day 11. On day 10, you'll be finding equations from point and slope, and there's a graspable math worksheet that you're going to be doing online. So just like before, you'll be doing it on there, saving and submitting it back to me. And then day 11 is going to be some questions that you're going to do together and do on a piece of paper and hand back in to me. The reason I'm going to have you do that on day 11 is because the questions you're doing on day 11 are so exciting because they use all of the math you've been doing all year, all in one question. So they're really, really valuable. It's a great way to sort of bring everything together here at the end of Unit 5. Okay, and then I've got a Google Meet scheduled at 11 o'clock on Thursday where I will take up questions from day 10 and 11 as a little mini review. Okay, so that's very exciting that we're wrapping up Unit 5 and have that. We will have some sort of assessment next week, and I'll talk more about that later in the week. I might send out a new post around Thursday or Friday to talk about next week where we'll be wrapping up Unit 5, okay, with some sort of a test or an assignment or something like that you'll learn about more at the end of the week. The other thing that's important to notice is this June 19th date. June 19th is technically the last day of classes. All right. So if you have any outstanding assignments, of course, we've got an assignment here and we still have 3 weeks of school here. But any outstanding assignments from June or May or April, everything has to be submitted before June 19th or on June 19th at least. Okay. So that's our last day to get work in. So it's important that we put that on the calendar so we know that that's there. Okay. So that's our stuff for this week. One other thing that I posted that several people have been asking me about, and I'll be able to provide you a bit more information about now, is marks. Okay, so the big thing that you're going to see here, and feel free to read this, but you're going to get 2 marks here, and there are 2 separate marks. The first one is your in-class only mark. Okay, this is just based on the stuff you did in class before March 13th. Okay, that included a couple of tests, some quizzes, assignments, all on measurement, on number sense, and on algebra. Okay, so that mark is all on its own. If you want to see a summary of that, it's right here. The second mark is your at-home mark only. So this is just the stuff you've been doing in Google Classroom. It's separate. Okay. And that includes obviously all the activities and everything we've done. There's a big summary of all that stuff right here. Okay. And those 2 marks are summarized in this summary file. So I have that one open and you'll be able to look at it. Of course, it's by your code name. So if you've forgotten your code name, don't be afraid to email me. But I'm sure all of you have remembered that. Okay. And there's the 2 columns, your in-class mark, which is before school closures, up to March 13th, and then your at-home April and May mark just on those. Okay. What you'll see here, if you read where is it right here? If you read this carefully, you'll see that ultimately the work that you've been doing online will be used to raise your in-class mark. Okay, so all that stuff you've been doing here, all of these will be used to raise this grade. Okay, so it's really important and valuable that you put the effort into this online stuff so you can use it to raise your mark. And of course, it's going to get you probably even more importantly, is going to get you ready for grade 10. And we've been stressing that all year. Okay, so you guys have been doing a great job in getting ready. Stick with us for the last 3 weeks, but there is a little bit of an update. And then these 2 marks will be combined to get your final mark at the end. All right, but this mark here, your at-home learning, will be used to raise your in-class mark. Okay. All right, so that's all that information there. And you're welcome to look at that all week. But I am really excited about wrapping up Unit 5, and I'm really excited for you to try days 10 and 11. As I said, the math that's involved there, it involves all the math that we've been doing all year, so it's really exciting and a great way to wrap up Unit 5. Okay, so good luck with this week math, and maybe we'll see you Thursday in our wrap-up of Unit 5. Take care.